Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Katie Reads Reddit. Today's episode is My Girlfriend Cheated on Me and Left Our Son and I. But before we get started, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. My first time posting something like this, so excuse my formatting and hopefully I don't ramble. I'll try to keep it short and sweet with all of the relevant details. We met on Facebook and hit it off, went on a couple dates. I asked her out and she said yes. 1 week into our relationship, she confessed that she had cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend / fuck buddy. She baked me a pie and said sorry and that it was a mistake and she wanted to continue with me. Since the relationship was so new and let's face it, maybe I was desperate, I agreed to continue the relationship. We were seemingly very happy after that and moved on and never spoke of it again until recently. We got together when she was 19 or 20. She was living with her parents. I was about 24 years old, living on my own in my own house. If memory serves, she moved in with me about 6 months to 1 year in. I agreed to move into a rental closer to home so we could be around our family and friends more. My previous house was about 20 to 25-minute drive away. We are totally happy traveling all around our state, visiting attractions and hiking, vacationing, etc. She is a more quiet, shy person, very stubborn, and loves flooding social media with our adventures. About 2 to 2.5 years into the relationship, she tells me she's pregnant. It's unexpected as I thought she was on birth control, but I feel really solid about our relationship and am excited to open up this chapter of my life. We have our child. He arrived on the exact day the doctors predicted and labor was less than an hour. Couldn't have gone any better. Perfectly healthy baby boy. She floods social media with pictures of our life together. Even up to this point, it's safe to say we never had a fight. We would agree to disagree at most and look down on other couples who would always have quarrels. We were super thankful we had each other and I thought understood each other and our needs. Fast forward and our son is 2 years old. A week or two after his birthday, she surprised me with yet another positive pregnancy test. She is excited. I'm in shock and excited. She's only a week along, but she's telling all of our family and friends about it and planning everything out. Because yes, we wanted our son to have a sibling. She miscarried. Something was wrong and we took her to the hospital. She had to have a fallopian tube removed right away. It's during COVID, so I'm waiting in the car for 12 plus hours while they prepped and performed surgery on her as I couldn't come inside. The surgery is over and she seems alright. It was obviously sad, but with it being such a short pregnancy, I thought maybe there wouldn't be much fallout. I was ignorant at the time on the side effects of that kind of surgery on a woman. With her being so reserved and stubborn and private, I sensed nothing was wrong and we continued on our daily lives, going to work, paying mortgage, etc. It might be worth noting I quit my job during this time to pursue school and a different job in my desired field. We were not ever struggling financially. A month or two passes by and she's hanging out with a friend who's constantly in on-off relationships and is basically a single mom, recently turned lesbian bi. They go to the bar together often. I'm totally cool with it as I know she needs girl time being a mom and working, and I love spending time with my boy. She drives home tipsy and late at night. It starts to become a weekly habit. I notice our sex life deteriorate. It never was a very active sex life as she never seemed the type to be super active, but I worked with her through that. But it got to the point where it was almost never and I brought it up. Suddenly she says she wants to take a break and live with her parents for a bit. I say, okay, maybe some space will refresh things. I even offer to give her a stack of money and fly a couple states over where her best friend moved and have a girls' week. She declines. A week after the break started, I ask if she ever plans on coming home as Valentine's Day is approaching. Radio silence. She says she needs more time and continues going to the bar. She texts me the day before V-Day and says the spark is gone but still wants to give me my gift. Valentine's Day comes and she doesn't want to see me but agrees to have a family dinner the day after. We have dinner and she acts as if nothing is happening but is distant. I try to appear happy but give her some space as well. We exchange gifts. I give her a smartwatch and $70 flowers and her favorite candies. She gave me a $15 jar with a magnifying glass for looking at weed. At this point, I don't even smoke. She leaves. The next day, I ask if we would be a whole family again. She said she used that dinner to see if I could get the spark back, but said I failed. I didn't know I was being tested like that and was quite frustrated. This was the hardest time in my life as I already have abandonment issues stemming from my own mom and dad. Things get worse. I discover she's been cheating on me with the bar manager who is 34 with 2 kids of his own and has HPV. I'm very close friends with his coworkers at the same bar who tell me not a single good thing about him and even label him as predatory towards vulnerable women. The worst time in my life is magnified, and I would say I was suicidal if it wasn't for the thought of leaving my son. I stay at my parents' as I can't bear to be in the house we raised our son in. I have nightmares every night and can't sleep more than 4 to 5 hours for a month. Her parents are livid with her and threaten to kick her out, but I'd be terrified who my son would be around on the day she has him. She continues to use alcohol and sees the guy as much as she can. She says she uses him as a crutch to get her through. I did everything in my power and within the law to stop this from happening. It's embarrassing, but I even confronted the guy and tried to bribe him to stay away from her. I needed to try everything. I desperately want my family back together. It's to the point now that our parents said to either drop the guy and get through whatever it is she needs to get through without her crutch or be kicked out, and they would keep the child on her days. She destroyed my family and is pushing hers away. We are all baffled about what is going through her mind and that she wouldn't even attempt to fix her family for the sake of her son. She claims she needs to find herself. What do I do? Do I wait and try to salvage my relationship? Is it a lost cause? I want nothing more than to be with her and my son in a happy home. Homie, get that custody arrangement ASAP. You don't want her unstable ass coming back and being an influence on your boy. Obviously, you want different things in life, and honestly, I think you should take the kids and cut your losses. You buy flowers and a smartwatch. She bought a magnifying glass for weed. Oof. That says everything, and in my opinion, you need to wake up and run the other direction. Please don't ever get back together with that person. She doesn't love you and doesn't care about you and disrespected you as much as it was possible. Once the line was crossed, there's no way back, and there's a 0 chance you're ever going to have a happy family with her. Dude, have a touch of self-respect and leave her for good. Let her have that loser. Lawyer up and sue for full custody. Get evidence of her substance abuse. Not sure if anyone else mentioned this on top of the lawyer and other legal stuff, but you might want to consider a DNA test on your son and get yourself checked for STDs ASAP. Let me know how you feel about this guy's situation in the comments below. Until next time, thank you for watching.